Well, hello, I'm Shawnee Allridge, your favorite real estate broker and appraiser in Atlanta, Georgia. Today, we're going to talk about how do you work with a cash buyer. And listen, I know we say cash buyers, yes, golden ticket, we don't have to deal with, any other party, right? They are the decision maker. They have the money and they're going to spend it how they see fit, right? They're making that executive decision on how they want to spend their actual cash. And it's great. It can be a great transaction. But the reality is, cash buyers, cash transactions come with their own sets of risk and responsibilities. They do. So today I want to share 4 tips for cash buyers. Okay. We want to make sure that we can, cut down on money, losing money, stress and headaches down the road. All right, let's go. All right, so people say, cash is king. That's a thing. That is a saying. Cash is king. Cash is king. Yes, cash, and cash is good. But, is it always king? No, it's not. Okay. And you can always remember this. It's always a chance that the cash deal won't work out if you don't do it right. It's always a chance that the cash buyer could lose a lot of money because you didn't do things right. So we're going to make sure today that you take some things into consideration, right? Of course, be excited about the fact that we have a cash buyer, but also we got to do things in sequential order and still do things the way we're supposed to, okay? No shortcuts with the cash buyer, okay? All right, so the first thing is I want you to make sure that your cash buyer has a home inspection. Unless they are builders, developers, if they are a builder or a developer, having a home inspection, they know what they're doing, right? Don't worry about it. But if it's a owner occupant who does not have that skill set, right? If it's a buyer who doesn't have that skill set, they got to get a home inspection, because the reality is it's a great negotiating tool, right? And it's really important that your buyer understands what they're buying. At no point of this transaction should they be like, I don't know what's happening. Never, right? That home inspection, it's like, hey, listen, that you're hiring a subject matter expert, right? They're looking at the house, they're looking at the attic, down to the crawl space, the basement, or whatever. Have them to get a home inspection. In fact, I want you to strong arm them into getting a home inspection. It's really important because they will love you for encouraging them to do that. They really will. Okay, so do that. It's worth every penny they spend on it. And a lot of times you can get, with your home inspection, you can have mold testing, radon testing, and things like termite testing. They'll do that too. So having all these things done, it becomes a great negotiating tool, and it's going to help your clients in the long run. Okay, so get an inspection. Also have the home appraised. And I know you're like, wait, with appraisals, that's usually happening when they are financing the home. That's true. The buyer's mortgage lender is like, hey, got to have that appraisal done, because they want to know what the value is of this asset that they're investing in, that they're giving you the money for. And so they're going to have an appraisal done. That's financing. Cash, it's whatever you want. You can do that, right? You're going to still be paying for it one way or the other. If you're financing it, you're going to pay for the appraisal. And they're buying this house cash, get an appraisal, right? Here's the thing. If you know that you all are buying this home for, like, it's a fire sale, like it's such a discounted price, then why would you encourage your client to spend money on an appraisal, right? We're not trying to get them to just spend money like crazy, but we want them to be protected. And in some cases, you may say, I've pulled some comps in the general area, and I just can't really figure out what, a range and what, is a good price to buy this for. In those cases, listen, lean into that saying of like finding a subject matter expert to do it. Call an appraiser. You should have an appraiser that that you can reach out to and say, hey, I have an assignment for you. Can you appraise this home? Our client is buying it cash and we want to get it appraised, right? Because we don't want to overpay for something. You're buying something cash. You don't want to overpay. You don't want your clients to tie all their money up into this asset and they overspent. They don't want to overspend. You got to help them with that. Help them to not waste money and lose money, right? The next thing is make sure you find a great attorney who encourages title insurance. That is another fee that the buyer will incur, but it's worth it. Again, home inspection, right? An appraisal, and then title insurance. Really, really important. And I know it's like, dang, they're buying cash. We're trying to save them money. I don't want them to feel like everywhere they turn is like more out-of-pocket expenses. Oh my gosh. We're not trying to make them spend money that they don't have to be spending, but we want to encourage them to do these things because it protects them in the long run. It's about protecting their interest. All right. It's about guiding them. Guide your clients. Okay. They're cash buyers, so they want to be protected. You got to do these things to make sure that you're protecting yourself too, because we don't want them to come back and say, you didn't even bring that up. You didn't even tell me I could have gotten an appraisal. Or you didn't even, encourage me to really get a home inspection. I know I said what I said, but maybe I should have now that I'm looking back. We don't want them problems, okay? The last thing is use the fact that your client is a cash buyer. Use that as leverage. Like, lean into it like, hey, got a cash buyer. They can close in as little as, 21 days, 15 days. Lean into that, because in some cases the seller will be looking at, several different offers. They offer A and offer B. And offer A is, traditional financing, all the things in the financing offer. Then you got this cash buyer that's like, hey, I can close in 21 days. It's cash. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like, use it as leverage. Lean into that, right? Some cash buyers don't even ask for closing costs, right? Because they're coming in low. A lot of the cash buyers are coming in low. So they're like, hey, listen, I'll buy this home for you, $25,000 less than list price. But I'm not asking you for closing cost contribution. I'm not asking you for nothing. I'm just saying I'm buying it for this amount because I'm giving you cash. Okay? Weigh those things out, because a traditional buyer will probably give them full price or close to full price, but they're asking for 2%, maybe 3% in closing costs contribution. That's shaving down the net for the buyer, right? For the seller, right there. Okay? So think about that. I hate when I say that. I use buyer and seller. I be flipping and flopping, but you know what I mean. But think about those things, okay? You have a cash buyer, you want to represent them with all you have. It's really important. Don't cut any corners with them. Don't do it, right? If you feel like, hey, I still want to make this offer for 30 days, that's fine. If you feel like they need more time to get that inspection, to get that appraisal, right? So, but just know that you have a cash buyer. You want to protect them, protect their interests. You want to make sure that they are saving money, right? And that they're not in a position where they could lose so hard, okay? So again, buying with cash is powerful, but you got to do it wisely. Protect them, protect your client at all costs, okay? So thank you so much for tuning in. Save this video. If you have any questions, put them down below. Ask me some questions. I'll definitely answer them for you. If you are interested in speaking to me one-on-one about maybe some things in your business you want to improve upon, I'm here for you. Okay, so reach out, click the link below. Definitely subscribe to my channel, like it and share it. I appreciate your being here, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.